Jonathan Miller, a man who had built his empire from nothing, slipped his key into the sleek black BMW waiting for him in the dimly lit parking lot. He was 52, the celebrated CEO of Miller Industries, a company worth over $200 million. Yet, in that instant, his entire world would be shaken not by a rival company, nor by a hostile takeover, but by the trembling voice of a child. "Shut up! Don't say a word." The sharp whisper cut through the silence like a blade, freezing Jonathan mid-motion. He turned, his heart pounding, and there, huddled in the back seat, was a little girl no older than 7. Her wide eyes glistened with fear, her small body tucked into the shadows as if she were fleeing an unseen storm. Before we go deeper, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Your support helps us bring powerful stories like this to life, stories that will grip your heart and keep you on the edge of your seat. Jonathan's first instinct was disbelief. A child in his car? How had she even gotten inside? But her next words stripped away his confusion and replaced it with ice-cold dread. "They're listening," she whispered, nodding toward the glowing windows of the towering corporate building behind them. "Your partner and his wife. They said you'd be here now." Jonathan froze, the weight of her words settling like iron on his chest. His partner, Marcus Williams, the man he had trusted with his company for 15 long years, and Diana Foster, his loyal assistant of a decade. People he had shared his dreams, his victories, and his vulnerabilities with. Could they truly be plotting against him? The child's gaze, steady, unblinking, seemed far too old for her ears. "They said tomorrow, you won't own anything anymore. That you'll sign papers you don't even read. That after tomorrow, you'll have to look for another job." Jonathan's blood ran cold. Tomorrow was no ordinary day. It was the day of the long-awaited merger with Japanese investors, worth nearly $400 million. A deal Marcus and Diana had worked tirelessly to orchestrate, or so he thought. Yet, here sat a child who claimed she had overheard everything. And though her voice trembled, her conviction was unshakable. "What's your name?" Jonathan asked, his own voice quiet, almost reverent. "Jasmine," she replied. Then, after a pause, "And you're Jonathan Miller." I heard them say it 1,000 times. Her eyes glistened as she shrank into the seat. "Are you going to turn me into the police now?" For the first time in weeks, a genuine smile touched Jonathan's lips. "No, Jasmine," he said softly. "In fact, you may have just saved everything I've built in my life." And in that moment, he realized something life-changing. This child, fragile, overlooked, and vulnerable, might be the one ally he never knew he needed.